30 years old. Describes herself as a big goofball who has never met a stranger. Stephanie, you've never met a stranger?
No, I'm fairly friendly. So I like talk to anyone in the grocery store, at a restaurant, wherever. Yeah, I like to make conversation.
Excellent. Stephanie, thank you for joining us. And Kat, 34, who says the sign of a great first date is laughter and is the host of her own true crime podcast. I get that right?
Yes, you did.
What's the fascination with true crime?
I've always loved true crime. Like as a little kid, staying home sick, watching Law and Order. I've always just been fascinated with, and
didn't do any research prior to now. What happens next?
You get to share a little conversation.
Okay.
Right here with everybody.
Yeah, there's nobody. There's like 3 of us and maybe one person.
So it's like,
Hi, Mom.
It's like the 4 of us are hanging out, but like Dan and I are chatting.
Okay.
All right.
Well, like Jason said, I'm Dan. I have numerous options.
Numerous ones. Do you want to show them off? Do you have them nearby?
They're very close.
Let's see what you're working with, Dan.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
This is a great
you
idea.
have to go like search for them? That's okay.
No, I just have to go into like
put
the
me
next
at
room.
work.
We'll buy time.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Here's one.
All right. Oh,
I have
that's
a
like
bunch
a
of these
ski mask
from-
thing or neck protector.
Yeah, it's from fishing. It's like the bug and sun blocker thing. So I've picked up
Got it.
a different one for every outfit, which is sweatpants.
There you go. Yeah, you got to match. It's crucial.
Yep. I guess I should get this out there now that I've also started wearing Crocs everywhere.
Bye. No.
Yeah, it's like yeah. It was a guilty.
It's been real, XXO.
Yep. Well, since we can't have flip-flop weather, I need something with a little more protection, but it's not like I'm going to an office right now.
Besides the Crocs, Stephanie, what has been your biggest date fail?
My biggest date fail?
Fail, yeah.
Sorry, I don't know, my connection was kind of going out. My biggest date fail. Probably, okay, so sounded great via text message, had a phone conversation. We meet in person, and he just like I didn't realize there was an ex, which we all have them, but it was like the whole conversation was about her and like what he's hoping I wouldn't be. I'm like, you just met me. How do you know? So, I mean, I did did the whole date.
That you've made a mistake. That like, oh, this is not going to work. There is no chemistry here because, like Stephanie said, it's all on text. So you don't get anybody's real personality. You've got like their text habits and then very outdated pictures. And you're like,
yeah,
you don't look like the person I thought you did, and you also don't talk like you text. And now this is awkward for all of us.
Yeah, like because you can hold the conversation. Yeah, hold the conversation, the text message, but it's almost like when you get in person, it's like they're frozen.
Yes. Yeah. And we all seem to be pretty sociable people, so it's.
Yeah, I thought the
like
three
that
of
would
us
go-
were about to like just like head on out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, if nothing of this works out, we're all going out in a few minutes. We'll get them. You have a mask for all of us, Dan?
I can get them.
Good. I'm bringing Kat into this. Kat, can you see me?
I can see you.
All right. Kat, question for you is, what do you bring to the relationship? What is something that you would bring to the relationship?
I'm really fun. I love to go out and I like activity dates. So I like going out for fishing, going out playing mini golf, do something that like is an activity. I like geocaching, like hiking, kayaking, stuff like that.
Excellent.
So jealous that your birthday is the 21st. Mine's the 15th. So we're going to still be quarantined for mine this month.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. I just celebrated mine like a couple weeks ago. The big 3-0.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. So we're all quarantine birthdays.
Yeah. And you're both making me feel old.
No.
I guess it'll be a good story that, hey, I turned 30 during the quarantine.
Yes.
We all went to Las
the
Vegas.
original plan. Yeah, right?
It was probably originally going to be
drinking.
more fun quarantine style.
Yeah, right? So it's a birthday we'll never forget. That's
Dan, what's the most bizarre story you have from a dating story?
To be honest with you, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Come back to me. Let me stew on that for a second.
Okay, is that question for me now, or are we going to do a different
We
one?
go right around if you want. Go for it.
Okay. So I had a date with a guy who seemed very, very nice, but just incredibly boring. And I didn't know how to get myself out of the date. I was trying to be like we should probably stop after one drink. We should probably get out of here nicely. And it was just the most awkward. Oh, just, when you meet someone, you realize that your text chemistry did not go along with your in-person chemistry.
Doesn't translate to real life.
It didn't translate to real life. And I ended up being the one that was finally like, all right, I think I have to go. It's only been 45 minutes, but I know that this is not going to work out. But yeah.
Good for you for getting up though and being like, I'm good on this, because you knew.
I know. I after 5 minutes, but I probably stayed there for another 40.
Yeah. So it's weird because you don't want to be rude, but then again, it's what do you owe the guy? But at the same time, it's buddy, you seem really into it.
You don't want to waste anybody's
time. It seemed like it was going well. Right. Yeah. Get that.
I guess if it's coming back to me, I went on a date where the girl insisted on paying on the first date, which, it's 2020, but I've always fancied myself as a bit chivalrous, and I didn't know how to respond to that. We're going to start out on our first date arguing over who's paying for the tacos and margaritas.
Don't argue about it. Yeah.
So how did that go down? Was there a second date?
There was not. It was very, we both left feeling awkward, and it just never, nothing ever happened.
Was it more of a business transaction than chemistry?
I suppose
I would
it
actually
was.
laugh.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you're actually, she's in my basement right now.
Can you come on my podcast?
Actually, she's in the other room. She's hanging out.
Yeah. I see the full circle in that one.
And then you can go on Kat's true crime podcast. I mean,
perfect.
Great.
Very interesting. I'm sure y'all will agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's a cute heart mug.
Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna go with the theme.
Go with the theme.
Hey, can you hear me on that? Hello?
Yeah, I can.
I'm cutting out. My screen's gone out.
There's kind of a weird rattlesnake sound every once in a while in the background that sounds like it might be phone related.
It does, yeah. My screen's flash and it's awesome.
Oh, nice.
All right, well, seems like a big Zoom call at this point, huh?
Well, at least all of us were able to figure out the audio and video.
We all figured out how to get the video on our phones or computers. So, I mean, A plus job.
You guys were all on
Right,
before I could get some major difficulties. You guys had some happy hour before I was able to get into this thing tonight.
We did. The three of us were staring at each other. We're like,
Hey.
Yep.
hello, people. To be
Have you
connected
guys-
to you.
Have you guys all been using online dating apps?
Have what?
What about
Been
online?
using,
What's
you've
up?
been using them?
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Dan, for you too?
Currently, no,
Yes.
but yes.
I
Mhm.
have when this whole thing started, it was like kind of fun being pen pals with people, and then you get to the realization like I may never meet this person or be able to be in like the same space. So I got enough crap going on right now with the world that I don't need new digital friends necessarily. But
New pen pals.
as we're
Yeah.
as we're kind of like maybe going back to a little bit more normalcy, it seems like it's time to fire that up again or something.
Yeah, I've seen a big influx of people. At first, they jumped onto the apps. There was this huge increase in users, but it was more of just to kind of occupy their time. And now I've been talking to a lot of users today to get this ready, and they're tired of being on the apps because they're actually looking for something, and they're now having their time wasted. So it was really interesting that everybody jumped on, but now they're tired of just the noise and actually looking for something. So it'll be interesting in the next couple of weeks as this thing comes apart.
Right. To see what actually happens, to see if those pen pal relationships turn into something. But yeah,
Sure.
I mean, I agree. I've been in the same boat as you, Dan, too. Like when this first started, had pen pals. I'm like, this is just, it's more like a part-time job, and a lot of the conversation was kind of stale, which I get. You have to make a lot of small talk. I mean, that's just normal. You want to know what the person does, what their goals are, like if they're a decent person, to spend time with. And then it just kind of either fizzles out, or you're like, oh, this is effort. So someone gives up. It's
And
just
it's effort every day for like the 3 months of quarantine. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the beginning, like work was kind of slow because everybody was adjusting to working from home. So there was extra time during the day that you needed to fill with some kind of social interaction.
Yeah.
And that was an easy one because it's like, living alone, I have plenty of like my guy friends from high school and the area that I can chat with. But it's like, it'd be nice to talk to girls.
Yeah. Right. Do you have do you have like a good amount of friends that like live near you, guys and girls kind of deal? Like, do you have a group of friends that you guys always hang out with, or you hang out with rather?
Yeah, and I've got a group of guys that we go on a golf trip every year together. Like some of the guys are from high school, some of them are other people's friends, and like we have like an ongoing group chat year round, and it's gotten exceptionally busy during these times.
And like more people have been adding themselves into the group to join the golf
a little bit, and like we'll do like Zoom calls together, and we've been playing like poker on Friday nights. So it's been like more bonding time than we've ever had before, which has been one of the silver linings.
Yeah, that's nice though. That's cool.
Yeah.
So was your trip? Yeah, I hang out in New Haven a bunch. Actually, play in a kickball league on Sundays, or I did.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was really fun. Yeah, I joined because I wanted to. When I moved actually back from New York City, and I planned before COVID happened to move actually to New Haven. COVID happened, so I'm like, hey, mom and dad, wasn't my plan, but where am I gonna go? So so I hang out down there a lot, and Sundays is like a Sunday fun day. We play kickball, drink some beers, win some prizes. It's just fun. It's just adults get together basically to meet but have an activity to do. So it's really fun. I like to like be active as well and go out and do things. I like to be outside. But it's nice having a group of people that are maybe on the same page as you that like either want to go out or have a night in, and it's nice. Especially as we get older, it's harder to meet actual like adult friends, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like,
that you don't work with, and they're not, or for me at least, it's like a lot of my friends have young kids now.
Oh yeah.
So it's like we used to just very spontaneously go do stuff, And now it's like you need the month of planning time to do it.
Right. You're like, you got a babysitter? Trying to go out.
Yeah, or it's like, can mom or dad go out? Can both of you go out? Or like, you can't lean on the grandparents again because you needed them last weekend. And it's like, the internal workings of coordinating activities on the fly is challenging at best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Able to, making the last minute plans.
So, so have you guys ever tried speed dating? Have you ever heard of speed dating?
No.
So speed dating is a version where they sit you in front of somebody for a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is. You just have a quick conversation. This is a little different because it's kind of just throwing everybody into a room right now, all of us, and none of us have ever met. And some of you guys just met today, and most of you guys met today. So this is kind of an interesting, I'll call it experiment in a way of just taking random people and putting them all together. It was very interesting is when I went on to try to find people to put into our kind of dating shows, I'll call it right now. I reached out to probably a few hundred people, and we got a lot of people love the idea of just interrupting the dating apps for people actually to talk to each other as opposed to just having to text and maybe getting a response. But they didn't like the idea of actually being on because of people watching. And as I said, I don't even know who's watching. I'm not even kind of caring right now because we're in our own little world. But it's very interesting of people wanting to just have these kind of just random, like getting together again with people, random people, and having these conversations. So this actually kind of turned out to more of an experiment for me of just throwing people together, introducing people together, and kind of seeing what happens. So, I mean, Kat, what's your take on this right now? Just throwing the four of us in here.
It's neat. It's interesting. I think it kind of takes out, like, having an in-person meeting sooner or like even via Skype is so much better than just texting. I feel like you can at least get some chemistry a little bit from a Skype, whereas from texting, you have no idea what this person, what the inflection in their voice is like, kind of how they are as a person. I think that's really important stuff. So it's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, with texting, it drags out for a long time before you ever get into any substance. Where with this, you're like, if you guys were like picking your teeth or something or doing weird stuff, it'd be like, okay, I figured this out in 20 minutes. And
done already.
Yeah, I had every intention of putting a raisin right here.
Not bad.
I wanted to be like, hey guys, but like I totally forgot to do it and I'm kicking myself in the butt. Oh well.
Staff, you show
for next time.
The interesting thing that I saw too was the males did not want to do this more so than the females. And what we're seeing is the males don't want to actually forget being on camera. They don't want to have real live interaction with. They want to sit behind. They don't even want to use the voice features, which a lot of the apps stepped up to now, is just putting a voice. You can at least hear a human element, which the voice is. But as the girls are reaching out to the guys are still typing back and not wanting to use their voice, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Dan, I really appreciate you stepping up, and I mean, I didn't find you through the app, but I appreciate you, being able to come on camera and actually having real conversations with us.
I mean, whether this was like a dating thing or whatever, I just enjoy these kind of weird experiments and doing fun stuff right now. So it's like
yeah.
What else do we have to do, right, guys? Like,
yeah,
exactly.
Like, so this is fun. I'm like actually talking to both of you has been made this like super relaxing. Like I feel like I've known you guys, and we've been talking for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
No, and I wasn't sure what to expect. And it's been fun.
The one thing I always say is expectations are the root of all disappointment. And I had no expectations. And actually, I tried to do this last week. I gave myself a week to do it. I said like 2 weeks ago, I'm going to do it. Last Saturday night came, and the whole thing fell apart. People backed out. I couldn't get enough people, and I failed at it. But I wanted to try it again and see what happens. And I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. Still, people backed out at the last minute. I know this whole thing is bizarre, but it was an experiment to see what would happen, and I really appreciate you guys. Just more. We're craving human connection right now more so than ever, and I call the apps and everything is so just kind of artificial, kind of just quick convenience, and this feels like connection where we're able to see each other, hear each other, have these conversations that can go deeper as we get to know each other. So thank you for the three of you guys.
No, and for this, you
cool.
you have to be present. Like if you're on an app, you can be doing whatever. Like if you're talking with 2 other people or 3 other people, like you have to be paying attention and you got to be there, which is it's not surprising at all that people are afraid to be on something like this in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's some of us who are a little more for the moment, like to have fun with other people, and this was cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No regrets doing this. This is cool. I mean, it's different. I would never, if you were to ask me a year ago if I would do you want to go on a Skype date randomly like this, I'd be like, I'll just go on the dating app. I'll just do something. But now you have kind of no choice, and I like the connection because it's like right off the bat, you just see the person, talk to them, and yeah, like we're all strangers, but here we are. Oh, yeah, it's cool. I know, Jason, we were talking and we're like, is there another person coming in? Is this how we do it? Are people watching us? I wasn't sure. I was like, is he watching us? I'll talk to see what we're going to do with each other.
We're having, yeah. What I love is that I can't see outside of, like, I just see the three of you guys. I have no idea outside, and that's what Dan, you're talking about, is just being completely present in the moment, not worrying about anything else at this point, just like being completely present with the three of you guys. It's great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, going forward, maybe it's something you only do on phones, so people can't be multitasking.
Yeah.
There's an app where you have to call the person and they see them like this. Ooh, yeah. I mean, it'd be make it more real.
Yeah.
Good. Well, this was fun. I really appreciate it. I really didn't have anything planned. I had an idea of it, and this turned out very different than the idea, and it's even better than what I tried to make this. So I do appreciate this. I know it's kind of probably very weird and random, but putting you guys all in this.
Yeah, but fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Good. Well, we're going to put this on pause. We're going to continue in a moment. So hold on one second, guys.
Okay.
Okay.